Hi guys, it's Down Under Monkey. Today I've got this absolutely beautiful lock made by Lockmaker Tattooer, Kyle Montoya on YouTube. Stunning stuff. The engraving on this is absolutely amazing, and I believe it's called Wave, obviously. But yeah, the camera doesn't really show this up, but that sort of just pops out at you. Looks really nice, absolutely beautiful lock. And inside is some absolutely evil stuff. So this has a split core. So the front half of the core rotates independently to the back. So it really is quite evil to pick. So I'm gonna give this a go, and if I get worried at any point, I'm just gonna stop and leave it as it is. But hopefully I can get it picked open and I can show you what's inside of it. I don't want to ruin someone's hard work. Challenge locks, particularly this one with the outside, have a lot that's gone into it. So I did find a way to overcome the split core, and I will show you that in a minute. Let's just get the front half of the core picked first. Okay, so that's, I believe, pin 4. 3. Okay, so 3 put us into a false set. 1 put us into a deeper false set. And we're still in a deep false set, so something's not set correctly. Could be 1, unlikely. No, I'm just going to reset that because I think I overset 2. Okay, that might be it. For number 4, back to 3, puts it into a little false set. Okay, so there's the front half of the core peaked. That's a really horrible view at the moment. Let me just tip this up and show you. So that's the front half of the core peaked. But if I turn that now, it's not going to open the lock. So at this point, I do have a custom tensioner that was for another project, but it sort of fits well with this one. So kind of looks like that, a little bit bent. So it takes a little bit to get it in there because it's very tight American keyway with a wiper blade insert tensioner. Okay, so I've just got to find the sweet spot. Okay, so that's going to turn the front half of the core a little more, and now I can put some tension on that. We're actually tensioning the back half of the core now, and I've got this really thin shaved down flat knife, and we're going to try to get up between this hole to the back and pick the other 2 pins right at the back. Come on, you can do it. Okay, so prick that up the back there. Okay, I just heard a click from one of them. Not sure if that was a set or just a weird click. Oh, there we go. So that core turned a little bit more. So I do actually have the back picked. Now comes the fun bit. So I'm going to pull this tensioner back a touch to about there and gently rotate while pulling on the shackle. Sorry, camera just had a bit of an attack. So the shackle's locked at the moment. Now I know that I can't go past that angle with the front core because otherwise the pins are going to drop out the bottom and brick the lock, and I can't over rotate the back because otherwise I'm going to brick the lock inside. So I've got to gently, ever so gently, try to turn it, and I don't think I'm going to get it with this tool. I just can't get, I just can't get the leverage on it. Okay, so I don't want to go much further than that because I don't want to stuff this lock up. Let me try something else. Okay, so the back locked back in. I'm just going to lock that back up. Alright, so let's give it one more go. I'm not sure, maybe I can't get the leverage with this because it's an American lock and the actuators at the back, well, they're pretty hard to engage. And like I said, I don't want to brick this thing because it's absolutely stunning. And yeah, you don't want to be that person. Okay, so the front half's picked again. Alright, I'm going to insert tensioner again. It's always the trickiest bit because the pin heights interfere with this. Okay, there we go. So now I've got the tension on the back core again. I guess the only way we can really show this, if I'm not going to be able to actuate the back, is you can see this tensioner position at the moment, where it is. Sort of there. So let's, I mean it's technically been picked, but okay, so there's the back two pins, and you can see now my tensioner is right around. So I technically have picked it, but I can't actuate the back with this tensioner. Cannot get it. Oh, that's irritating because it's so close. It's so close, but I don't want to snap this off in there or damage the lock in any way. Rock it around. Oh, I got it. Haha, I got it. Oh man. Alright. And I didn't over rotate either because that's still there. Alright, I'm going to turn all this back, lock it up, and show you what's inside this thing. It's really quite good the way it was built, although it scares the shit out of me because I'm so worried about destroying it. So yeah, it's like a very delicate process, but it's been an absolute ball learning how this lock works, and an enjoyment, I suppose, just looking at the artwork on the side. It's really nice. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take the key out. So if you don't want to see the key or any of the bitting, look away right now, because I'm going to need the key to gut this, and I don't want to pull the lock out in the unlocked position because it might blow up. You'll see my concerns anyway. Okay, so there's the clip off. Get that sticky tape off there. Now I'm going to turn it that way. Shim that. So if you see there's the cutout at the back, which allows the core to turn independently, and you can't tension it correctly without that custom weird looking tool. And when I pull this apart, I'll show you. Sorry, this is a bit of a long video, but I did not at all expect to get it picked. It's actually been a really difficult lock to play with. Okay. Righto. So there's the split in the core. Okay, so I can physically pull that back half off. And there's the cutout, which makes it hard to tension. Really quite well done. So yeah, that goes back on there. Anyway, so that's pin 5 and 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And there's the half a core. Take that out and go 1, 2, 3, and 4. The pins have a little bit of work done to them, but not too much. Some spooled key pins and some serrated key pins. I'll show you all that in a minute, but there's the other half of the core. You can see the normal half and then the cut half. Really cool. Alright, drivers. As I said, I was absolutely packing it, hoping I did not break this. So one has a spooled and serrated driver pin, and 2 has the same. Oops, a daisy. 3 has a key pin used as a driver pin, only because of the length to balance the stack. It's really good. Now 6 is a spooled serrated pin again. Pattern 6. 5 is a serrated pin, and 4, when it comes out, if it comes out, is just another serrated pin. Alright, so let me give you a close-up of the pins. So they're pretty wild looking at it. Bit of custom work done to them. Still nice. Now this, let me explain this. So you've got your front part, which is normal, and you can tension normally, but when you add the back section, this is where it starts to get fun, because you're turning the front. When I put my tensioner through, like I did before, just knocked it all out. I'll explain to you the process. So when I put that all the way through, it got to that point, so it's just past the rear pin, which is up in there, just enough so I can tension it, but it also means that the front over rotates compared to the back. And when I was ready to pop the lock, I slid that back enough so it didn't get interfere with the actuator in the log, and then I could turn it. But if I turned it too much, all the pins are going to dump out in there where the tensioner is at the moment, just the back pins. And if I over rotate the front too much, all the pins are going to fall out the bottom and brick the lock. So it really was quite a challenge to overcome that, and I'm really happy with that. And this lock is absolutely amazing. Thank you for the opportunity to pick it. I hope everyone enjoyed that. Sorry for the long video. Have a good night.